What does infinity look like? When was the last time you paid a visit to the void?
Lisa needs braces.
And when will The Simpsons end? Hello everyone, and might I say, happy April.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
Life is full of mysteries, and in many ways The Simpsons is my life. There are many characters in this show, and I for one can name at least 6, but none were so mysterious as Mr. Snrub.
Who is this man?
Today we're delving deep into the mystery pocket of rationality, speculation, and sleep deprivation to answer just this. That's right everyone, today we're finally going to get to the bottom of this elusive character. Mr. Snrub appears in one episode, Marge vs. the Monorail, and in his short 30-second appearance we actually learn a great deal about him. 1. His name is Mr. Snrub. 2. He comes from someplace far away.
Yes, that will do.
3. He wants to invest the cumulative fees Mr. Burns has had to pay to Springfield back into the nuclear power plant, implying he is a supporter of nuclear power. And 4. He seems to be very close to Waylon Smithers, as the two depart together. So what can we really infer from this? It seems safe to say that Mr. Snrub is not from Springfield, but does have some invested interest in the nuclear power plant. We'll come back to that detail in just a moment, but right now I'd like to analyze Mr. Snrub's appearance. I don't know why, but I can't shake the feeling that Mr. Snrub bears a striking resemblance to another character in the show, one who seems to rouse his surrounding audience to hostility just as easily. And with the bald spot, this is all coming together in my head. Mr. Snrub bears a striking resemblance to none other than Guy Incognito.
Greetings, good man. Might I trouble you for a drink?
Oh, get out of here, Homer.
Homer? Who is Homer? My name is Guy Incognito. Oh my god, this man is my exact double. That dog has a puffy tail. Here, Puff! Here, Puff!
The bald spot, the formal attire, the mustache, it all makes sense. But if this is the case, why does the crowd feel so hostile towards this man? Well, besides the blatant xenophobia that seems rampant in Springfield, when you consider prominent areas around Springfield that seem to house characters who have similar appearances to Springfieldians, one such place comes to mind. No, I'm not talking about the Soviet Union, for once. I'm talking about Shelbyville. Shelbyville's rivalry with Springfield is a hatred as deep in history as it is pettiness, and the distinctions between the two locations form large parts of each regional identity. Shelbyville is pro-incest, Springfield is not. Apart from when they are. Springfield hails the lemon as their natural fruit of choice. Shelbyville got stuck with turnips. And for years and years, the two towns have an ongoing feud that has often led to
Schemes and pranks and such.
Arguably, the most powerful figures in both towns are Mr. Burns and Aristotle Amidopoulos. I'm not gonna lie, I think Aristotle really fell off after the first few series, but back in Series 3, he was a pretty well-known figure. He had some prominent roles in Homer Defined and Homer at the Bat, which, as far as I'm aware, was his last major appearance. So, here lies my theory. After the humiliating defeat of Shelbyville at the softball tournament in Series 3, Amidopoulos was left a broken man, and fueled by vengeance he hatched a new scheme to finally take everything from Mr. Burns. This scheme involved swooping in and restoring the power plant when it was most needed, thereby becoming a hero among the power plant executives and being given a powerful position within the company. Because, as we know, with enough street cred, basically anyone can work at the power plant. And then, when the time was right, he would take Mr. Burns out of the picture and replace him. My god, it's such a simple and obvious plan, there's no way it could have gone wrong. The circumstances in which Mr. Burns was caught by the law and had to pay the fine seemed so well orchestrated that it had to be true. However, there was one fatal flaw in the plan, that being how little tolerance Springfield has for old people. And also, they didn't have a super catchy song to convince everyone to invest the funds in a monorail. And with yet another plan having blown up in Shelbyville's face, they were once again left in an irreparable state. I mean, sure, they threatened to poison Springfield's water supply, but that was clearly a bluff. Uh-oh. When will I return to my series analyses? What does the last episode of Twin Peaks mean? When will food production companies stop using palm oil? Did Ken Griffey Jr. ever recover from gigantism? And can someone show me where the exit is? I'm really lost.